inspired me about this poem is that feeling late at night when it's getting ready to go into the morning and you're just sitting there like out in nature and like you look at the mountains and like there's this blue hue and it's like haunting. Like it just leaves you with something. And then like if you wait there, like everything just turns to oranges and pinks and like yellows and like all those pretty colors, and I want to capture that like shift from blue to like gold, or from dark to light, I guess. So like that's my stuff right there. Like I like to capture that shift and that morph of emotion and light and just kind of mush it all into one to where it's a cohesive dealing, I guess. I want to like say with it that no matter like where you are, like, or how sad you are, how in the dark you are, like it's gonna change. Like no matter what, like everything is gonna like dissolve and fall into place, and everything is gonna turn into light eventually, and everything is gonna be good.
I saw this one artist online. His name is Ivan Alfan, and he's really cool. He makes all these paintings that are like really 3D and stuff like that. Well, not all of them, but like he has made several of them that are kind of like that, where he uses cake piping tools, like with what they use for icing, and he uses that and puts the oil paint in it, so it makes it like 3D, like paint strokes in a way. But he also uses just like really thick like layers of paint that he like makes, and then he dries them beforehand and then he sticks them on afterwards. But what I was trying to go for was more of the cake piping thing, and since oil paint is really expensive, I decided to try to use something else to get like the texture that he kind of had. So I used hot glue because it's pretty cheap and easy to come by, and it worked pretty well. So yeah, and then I layered over it with like canvas primer and then painted it. So I mean, I feel like with most of my pieces I usually just draw people that I don't really know, but then like I had drawn it and my dad saw it and he was like that looks like your grandma. And so that's kind of where I got the title from too, because it looks like my grandmother a little bit, not too much anymore, but like towards the beginning it did. But yeah, I guess if I was thinking of anyone, it probably would have been her. So well, the title's Ophelia, and that's my grandmother's name, and I've always thought it was like a really pretty, really unique name. And I also love the song by the Lumineers, and but I don't know, when I was making the painting I was just kind of, like I said, I guess thinking about her when I was making it, and then like with all the flowers and all the colors and everything, I think it's very like I wanted a name that was like elegant and that matched the painting, and then the fact that it looked like my grandmother, and I was like, yeah, I think that's a pretty good fit. So well, I think there's a really cool quote by the painter Alfan, and he said that like his favorite artworks are the ones that actually come off the canvas and intrude into the real world, because he said they haunt the viewer or something like that, and I was like, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess I just kind of wanted to do something different where it's not as flat as paintings normally are, so it's a little bit kind of a mixture of sculpture and painting, I guess, in a way.